right, we're trying this one more time. 2025 Topps Basketball, take 79. Sorry, I had to play with this a little bit. YouTube sent this to me for free, and I was like, oh, I got to take advantage of this. This looks fun. Happy hobby, I'm David Gunnison. If you're a sports car collector and you're working on a limited budget, that's what we do at this channel, at this podcast, this YouTube series. That's what we talk about. And today, we're excited because last week, 2025 Topps Basketball finally arrived. The license, the full basketball card license, finally came under the Topps Fanatics umbrella. It's been ripped away from Panini. And I'm excited. I'm here for it. That's a good thing. I'm a big fan because we're going to see all the old stuff that we've seen Topps do in the past with baseball. We're going to see a lot of that in basketball. So I'm excited to talk about that. And we're just a few months away. Come spring next year, we're going to have Topps football, Topps NFL cards once again. So this has been a nice little preview of what we're going to see when we get when Topps gets the football license. So this is all going to be basically, it's about Topps basketball, but also how it relates within the Topps world. I think that's pretty important. And this 2025 Topps basketball, I mean, it finally arrived, and it has a great rookie class with a Cooper flag waving as its banner baller. So I like that a lot. That's a good thing. So we waited 2 years. It was over 2 years since Fanatics bought Topps and unified the baseball, basketball, and football card licenses. And we finally get fully licensed Topps NBA cards for the first time in 15 years, over 15 years actually. So I got my 2025 Topps basketball jumbo box last week, and I ripped it open. Had a great time. So there was several things, though, that I loved and I hated about this set when I opened it up. So I thought we'd talk about that today. So first, let's talk about the three things we love. By the way, have you ever noticed that's how you know someone was into sports or played organized sports when they were young, is when they show the number 3 with their hands, but it's with the OK symbol, like the forefinger down to the thumb, and then the 3, like a third down, or 3 outs or whatever. That's how you know. That's a tip-off from me to you. So first, let's talk about 3 things we love about 2025 Topps NBA cards. First is, well, there's many awesome firsts. Not only are we getting the first-year cards of guys like Cooper Flag and Ace Bailey and Dylan Harpin and VJ Edgecombe, other great rookies as well, Con Kneppel. We get to say that all year. But we're also getting the first fully licensed Topps cards of stars like Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, Jason Tatum, Victor Wembanyama, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, and Anthony Edwards. Wedwards, either one. Both of them. That's what should be his nickname, is Wedwards. I don't know why. So think about that. I mean, this is, 2009 was the last time that Topps had basketball, and Steph Curry's rookie year. So that's pretty amazing that it's been that long. So we lost out on those opportunities to have all of these guys under the Topps flag. Cooper, wait, okay. But it makes sense now that we're going to be excited to get these cards with these guys with Topps on them. So over the past 70 years, Topps has started producing basketball cards 4 different times. So in other words, they restarted 3 times, but they first started in 1957, and then they restarted several years, 3 different times. So 1969. So once 57 happened, that was only a one time. They did 1957. They're like, okay, we're going to wait. We're not ready to do basketball. Or maybe basketball fans weren't ready for basketball cards yet. So they stopped after 57. Then 1969, they started back up again. Let's do this thing. Did that until 1980-81. Or is it 1981-80? Or 1981-82. I think it was 80-81 was the last one. 1990. So then that stopped, and then they picked it back up in 1992. And then they stopped in 2009 when Panini took the full license. And then now here they are starting again, 2025. But what's interesting, I thought you'd enjoy this part. Each time they started, each year that they restarted or started, there was a phenomenal rookie card to pull. So in 1957, it was Bill Russell, number 77. That was the card in that set to get. 1969, Lou Alcindor, who later changed the name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That was the card to get out of those 1969 tall boys. 1992, all centers. These first three are all centers, which was interesting because that's how the game was really revolved around. 1992, Shaquille O'Neal. That was the key rookie card in that 1992 class when they got back into the game. And then 2025, now here we are. They restart again. Cooper Flagg is the superstar rookie they're trying to pull. So I've said it before. I feel like if Topps had the opportunity to take the license back last year, I don't think they would. I think they might have passed because that rookie class was just so underwhelming. I think they'd get a chance. They'd be like, "Hey, Topps, you guys can have NBA this year." They'd be like, I think we're good. We're okay. We can wait till next year. You guys, Panini, go ahead. No, do your thing. Blow it out. Produce a bajillion cards your last year. Go for it. It's cool. So that's what I love. That's the number one thing. All the firsts. Number two, I love the new fun inserts and sweet parallels that Topps is doing again for basketball. Now, obviously, the All Aces is for baseball. We love that. That's one of our favorite inserts in all of Topps products. That's only new from 2023. And then they brought home field advantage. That's been a really cool thing. That's kind of like the downtown for Panini. But they brought home court advantage for basketball. Love that. That's awesome. Those are going to be highly sought after. The All Kings in basketball and the home court advantage in basketball. Highly sought after. Of course, I didn't get either of those in my jumbo box, so that's not cool. I don't like that. But that means that they're pretty scarce. So if you do get one, you should celebrate. That's pretty awesome. There are some other pretty great inserts in this series here as well, though, including the 1980-81 45th anniversary cards. Man, I love them. They go back to that Magic, Larry Bird year. That's what they're duplicating. And then they have the daily dribble cards, which are pretty cool looking. They look like kind of like a news story. And Comic Court, which is pretty fun. I don't love the design of it, but it's a pretty fun card. And for the parallels, well, they mimicked some from baseball, of course. They included the jersey number parallel, Sand Glitter, and the Diamantes and the Blasters, I believe. Number three thing I love, the return to the Topps universe. Yeah, you talk about the Marvel universe all the time, or DC or whatever, but in sports, it's about the Topps universe. That means we'll get great basketball cards in the Silver Prism Mojo packs. We'll get 45th anniversary throwback cards like the 1980-81 cards we're getting this year. Does this mean we're getting the 1984 throwback set in the 1984 Topps baseball design in a few years? I hope so. I'm really hoping for that. That would be pretty amazing to get that 1984 Topps baseball design on a bunch of cards, especially silver mojos. That'd look really sweet. Now, we've seen basketball cards in that design in the 1992 The Rookies box when Topps produced a box of packs with cards that were all the cards that they missed, all the rookie cards that they missed from 1982 to 1991. Those 10, 11 seasons in there. They redid it, and they released it as a wax pack or a wax product that you could buy packs of, and I loved it because you get a Jordan rookie 1984 Topps Jordan designed rookie. That's pretty awesome. Barkley, a lot of cool cards in that. Okay, so let's get back to this. The return to the Topps universe. We'll also get the All-Star Rookie Team badges on last year's top rookies, much like in baseball we have the Topps All-Star Rookie Cup, which we're all familiar with. That's been around since early 60s that's been around for the most part. There was a little bit in the late 70s, early 80s where they stopped it, but it's back. In baseball, and then in basketball, it's the All-Star Rookie Team badges, which I love. I pulled 4 of the 5. I got Jalen Wells. I think I got Rusa Shea, Zach Edey, and one other guy. But very cool. Like that a lot. That's awesome. I wish the badge was a little prettier because it's kind of dark and it's tough to really, it just looks like a circle. It just looks like a basketball, really. I think they could have brightened that up a little bit. We'll also get gold parallels of this Topps paper product, numbered to the year, making them pretty attractive, valuable, and attainable for budget collectors. So that's the big one for me, because getting awesome parallels numbered to 25, that's great. We'd all love that. Nobody's complaining about a numbered to 25 card. The numbered to 2025 card, numbered to the year, that sounds like, I've actually heard basketball card collectors complaining that that's too high of a serial run. Like it's too high of a limited number. It's gold, and it's Topps gold. Like that's a thing. So that makes it ultra collectible. So for baseball collectors, that's actually a nice opportunity for you to swoop in and collect some decent Topps gold cards, because not a lot of the basketball card fans that are transitioning over from Panini to Topps, maybe they're 20 years old, 30 years old, and they're only used to Panini basketball cards. They might not see the Topps gold as that valuable right now, but in 10 years, that's going to be continue to be a highly sought after parallel. Also, we're going to get Topps Chrome pretty soon. That's the premium flagship product that came out 30 NBA seasons ago with the 1996 Topps Chrome Kobe Bryant rookie cards. Can you believe that? That's pretty cool. Finally, we'll get basketball cards released near the start of the NBA season. Can you imagine that? Imagine that, Panini. Now, Topps has always been pretty good about getting the Series 1 baseball out just before baseball season. It helps ramp up the excitement. So we have to expect that they're going to continue that in the other sports. So basketball released the same day, as a matter of fact, that the NBA season started. So that perfect. I love it. Let's celebrate it together. That's a good thing. By the way, we're talking about the Topps Chrome Silver Mojo, the 1980-81 Silver Mojo cards. I pulled the Cooper Flag Silver Mojo out of my jumbo box. It was one of the last packs. Make sure you watch that video. It's one of the last packs that I opened, and it had a Cooper Flag in there. So I immediately, because that was the first day that the Topps product was out, so I immediately sold it on eBay, and it paid for the box. So that's pretty awesome. So there's a story there. I also pulled a regular rookie card, and I sold that immediately, and that was a nice little bonus. So the lesson here is, if you get product the first day it's out, immediately put up your big hits for sale, especially if it's not your PC. Put your big hits up for sale, even if it's somebody like Cooper Flag, something like that, because there's so little on the eBay market. There's so few other cards that you're competing with, that those that want to get it, they don't want to bother buying boxes and chasing and ripping and all that stuff. They just want the awesome cards immediately. They will buy them at higher rates. So the other lesson is for the buyer, for you as a card buyer. Don't buy immediately. Don't buy singles right after the cards come out. Wait a month. Here it's been a week. Cards have already dropped precipitously. So it's a good thing that I did sell it when I did, because literally the next day the cards were much cheaper. So wait a little bit on buying singles of the cards you want, especially if it's the same date. Just let it breathe a little bit. So those are the 3 things that we love. Those are 3 things we love about this product. Now, the 3 things we hate about this product. These are things that make us unhappy. Let's not really say we hate them, but but let's just say we're unhappy. So there's rumors that this product has been printed as much as 2025 Topps Series 1 baseball, which is a lot to say. It's a lot. But remember that this is the first product out. The first year, the first product that Fanatics can put out there. So their intent on getting these cards into many, many retail outlets. And while I don't like the overproduction, I do like that basketball cards will be easier to find. That should help kids and new collectors dip their toes in. And that's a good thing for all of us. Let baseball card collectors say, I never really got into I'll get a blaster of this. It might be fun. And with the Cooper Flag Mania, and now VJ Edgecombe is blown up he's been huge. So between this rookie class and this Topps getting the license, this is a good thing that there's a lot of cards. And again, it's the first one. So that's a big deal. Also, what's nice is that this is a one set flagship release, meaning there's no Series 2 and there's no update series that we have to keep buying, waiting for other rookie cards to come out. It's a 300 card set, and they were kind enough to list the rookies all together, as opposed to when you get a baseball product and you open up the packs and you get a card, 101 is a rookie and 149 is a rookie, and then Series 2, 356 is a rookie. No, because it's basketball and all the players that got drafted are the rookies, they're able to create that rookie list right off the bat early on. So that's good. No rated rookie cards. That's the second thing that I hate. No rated rookies. That's a Panini thing. That's Donruss. Panini bought Donruss. That's how it works. So as much as I'm excited about Topps getting the NBA back, it is sad to see the NBA licensed rated rookie cards go away. And I say it like that because Panini is still going to produce basketball cards, I'm sure, just like they do with baseball, just won't have the logos and such like that. It's kind of like what Topps did last year. So I have a lot of problems with Panini and how they handled basketball and football through the past decade plus, including the elimination of backgrounds on pretty much every Prism card. That drove me nuts. But I loved that they bought old brands like Donruss and Score. I love that. Speaking of which, dear Fanatics, please buy Fleer. Please bring back the Rookie Sensation inserts and create an 86 throwback set of the Fleer basketball set. That'd be cool. Sincerely, David. The number 3 thing that I hate about 2025 Topps basketball, we're missing Luka and Zion. I really more miss Luka. But still, Luka Doncic and Zion Williamson are both missing from this 2025 Topps basketball set because of their personal deals with Panini. So while the Luka loss stings a bit, neither of these players are rookies. So it's more annoying than it is painful. See what I'm saying? Well, along with the return of the NBA season, the return of the NBA on NBC, the return of fully licensed NBA cards to Topps, all of that has Gen X collectors and millennials alike super excited to get our hands on these cards. So which cards are you hoping to track down? I want to know. Let me know in the comments. I want to hear what cards you're wanting to track down. Now, another thing that happened just this past week. So last week was 2025 Topps NBA. This week, Topps NBA Living set began. The 2025-26 Topps NBA Living set is the product we didn't know we were going to get, and we love it. I want more of it. Is it a good thing or a bad thing? And guess what? Topps is greater than Panini. I think it's official now. I mean, we're only 2 weeks in. I think it's official. So we're going to talk now about why this NBA Living set is a slam dunk. I really do think it is. They released their first card of the Topps NBA Living set on Wednesday night with LeBron James as number 1. And this was a huge surprise for me. I was not expecting it. It's odd because I'd been spending the past 3 years thinking about all the things Fanatics is going to do once they get the fully licensed NBA and NFL licenses. And most of us were excited for that first flagship release, obviously, and judging by the print run, Topps knew we were excited as well. I mean, they figured it out. Topps Chrome NBA is going to be a huge deal. And personally, I'm really hopeful for a great Topps Archives set. Maybe there'll be a Topps Heritage basketball set. Who knows? But Topps Basketball Archives would be awesome. And we all love the home court advantage, the anniversary sets, possible crossovers, sport crossover cards. Maybe you can get a Cooper Flag card in baseball this year, or maybe we can get a Jaden Daniels in football, in basketball. Who knows? Who knows what we'll see? Tons of other things, but we didn't anticipate, or at least I didn't, a Topps NBA living set. And this is a nice way for Topps to go back and right some wrongs, like when they didn't have the NBA licensing for the past 15 years, or when they chose to not produce NBA cards in the early 80s. So let's discuss why this is so exciting. What is Topps NBA living set? So March of 2018, Topps created the Topps MLB living set, which is an ongoing open-ended series of hand-painted cards featuring current and retired baseball players. They used the classic 1953 Topps set design, and renowned artist Mayumi Sato painted the portraits printed on vintage trading card stock. Very cool cards. Cards are released each week with just a 1-week print run, and they often overlap the previous week's release. So smart buyers will take advantage of that to get combined shipping. Well, that print run is based off how many orders they get that week it's available. Many cards are then available on the secondary market, often at discounts. As the big ballers, they're buying these Topps living cards in bulk. They're buying the big numbers because they're hoping to get autographed cards and numbered cards, low parallels. And that's a possibility when you buy these Topps living set. You could buy one card and it could end up being an auto. It's random, just like opening packs. So that means if you miss out on the Topps buying window, you can buy a base card on eBay, but you don't get that chance at the parallel, but you get it much cheaper quite often. Players chosen for the checklist will get one card unless they change teams. In other words, there will be only one card for a player like Reggie Miller, a legend, but there will be two cards for any active star who changes teams in the coming years. Aaron Judge, for instance, he was the first Topps MLB living set player on the checklist. Aaron Judge was number one. He has one card still to this day. It's been 7 years. And his Yankees uniform, just one for Aaron Judge. But Shohei Ohtani, he now has two cards on the checklist, one each with the Angels and the Dodgers. And that Angels one, that 2018 Angels rookie card, that's a pretty sweet card. And that card getting in a PSA 9 is about $100. You can get that on eBay for about $100. So these cards do have some value for good players. And they're just beautiful. It's a great set. Manny Machado was actually the first player to get two Topps living cards when he played for the Dodgers. He left the Orioles, played for the Dodgers. And then he became the first player to get three because he then moved on to play for the Padres. So that's pretty cool. That's a little trivia for you. So what makes the Topps NBA living set so cool? Why do we love it? Well, first, it features the 1957 Topps card design, which is a nod to their first ever basketball card set. It features the artwork of Angel S. Aviles. He's considered one of the greatest sketch card artists ever, and he has created sketch cards for Topps MLB living set and Star Wars and Topps living Marvel. They've done stuff for them, not Topps living Marvel, Topps living Star Wars, and then also for Marvel. So while there are some set collectors for Topps living cards, it's a tough goal to have because this is an ongoing set with no end in sight. But knowing what we know from the MLB set, grabbing the first Topps NBA living set seems like a no-brainer. And I bought a 5-pack off of Topps.com, which you can do right now for $32.95. So I got 5 cards coming to me. One of them could be an autograph or a parallel. Actually, I don't think they could be autographs because I'm not sure if LeBron is in there, but they can be low-numbered parallels. And obviously I have expectations of giving some of these out as happy hobby prizes in the future. That's why I get multiples of them. LeBron leads it off. He's the first one, card number 1 in the Topps NBA Living Set, LeBron James. And that's available to purchase from October 29th to November 5th on Topps.com. But again, if you missed that, you can get it on eBay, most likely cheaper because it's going to be a high print run. The fact it's the first card in the set makes it widely sought after, as much as the fact that it's LeBron James makes it also widely sought after, because he's considered the only true threat to Michael Jordan's GOATness, really. There are foil parallels available, numbered to 10, as well as 50 copies of player silhouette variations, which I'm very excited to see. And note that LeBron's card is of him as a Lakers player. That's particularly interesting because I think that means we're only going to be getting one card for LeBron, unless he signs with another team before retiring, which I don't think he's going to at this point. So my initial thoughts were that they should have started the set with LeBron in a Cavaliers jersey, then release a Lakers LeBron later on. But I believe now, like I thought about it, they only print cards with the player on his current team and then future teams, but never his previous team. So that probably means we're only getting Luka Doncic in a Lakers uniform. We won't get a Mavericks card for Luka. Actually, we won't get a Luka. That's a whole nother thing because Luka's not with Topps right now. He's with Panini, so we may not get one of those for a while. The print run from LeBron's cards will be massive. It won't be close to the flagship numbers, but still, I'd guess it's probably going to be over 40,000 cards ordered. And to give you an idea what that looks like against Topps MLB Living Set numbers, 40,000 would be the third most behind Wander Franco, 68,000, and Ronald Acuna Jr. at 46,000. Shohei's Dodgers card was 32,000 cards produced for that. Juan Soto in 2018, 28,000. Gleyber Torres was 5th with 28,000 as well. Yikes. Vlad Guerrero, 2019 Vlad Guerrero, he was 27,000. Mike Trout, 22,000 in 2019. Shohei Ohtani's rookie card, as I mentioned before, there was almost 21,000 of those created. Bobby Witt Jr.'s rookie card, 16,000. And then Babe Ruth in 2018, almost 15,000. So I have a feeling LeBron's going to get up there probably in top 3, top 4 level. We'll find out his print run numbers in a few weeks, but I'm guessing it'll be the most purchased Topps NBA Living Set card until Cooper Flagg's rookie card drops. That Topps NBA Living Set rookie card is going to get a lot of action. It'll be a sales market probably closer to Wander Franco's numbers than anyone else. Now, unlike the initial releases in baseball when 3 Topps MLB Living Set cards were released each week, Topps is only going to be doing 1 player each week in the Topps NBA Living Set during the NBA regular season and playoffs. And that makes sense because there's a lot fewer professional basketball players, a lot fewer NBA players to put on cards. So that makes sense. Now, the top 15 most popular cards to get, let's talk about that. Before we talk about which players will be the best cards, though, I want to talk about the elephant goat in the room. Michael Jordan won't be in Topps NBA Living Set for now. Upper Deck owns the exclusive card license for his airness, so Fanatics will have to make a deal with them if they want to get a Jordan card in this set. The fact they chose LeBron to be first overall doesn't make me think a Jordan Upper Deck Topps deal can't happen. It just makes me think that there might be something that it won't happen this year, but it might be something in the future. Maybe Jordan could lead off year 2 and blow the roof off of LeBron sales. I think that's a possibility because you'd get new people and old people going nuts over that card. When we think about the legends that will be on this set, remember that you're only going to get 1 card for each retired player. Think about this. Frank Robinson, 500 home run hitter, baseball Hall of Famer, has his jersey retired by 3 teams, Cleveland, Baltimore, and Cincinnati. And he has a statue in front of 3 stadiums. All 3 of those teams, they have a statue of him. He's a big deal. he has one Topps MLB Living Set card, and that's him in an Orioles uniform, which I thought was weird. Why was it not in the Reds what it came up in? Here are the cards I believe will be the most anticipated and purchased from the Topps website over the coming months/years, and the team I think they'll be representing. So Cooper Flagg, number 1, his rookie card, Mavericks. Kobe Bryant, I think he'll be the second most collected with the Lakers. Now, this is not including LeBron. LeBron's, I'm talking about the anticipated cards. Victor Wembanyama, 3rd with the Spurs. Steph Curry with the Warriors. Luka Doncic, number 5 with the Lakers. Shaquille O'Neal. Unfortunately, he'll be in a Lakers jersey, I think. Magic Johnson with the Lakers. Larry Bird with the Celtics. Number 9, I've got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I think he's going to be with the Lakers. But I submit to you, dear listener, a short print Lou Alcindor Milwaukee Bucks card. That would be amazing. That'd be cool. Hear that, Fanatics? Write that down. Number 10, Isaiah Thomas with the Pistons. I think that'd be a big deal. He's the face of that franchise ever. Giannis Antetokounmpo with the Bucks. My guess is this is going to be a very early release for a Giannis card in case the Bucks trade him, because that'll give Topps a chance to put 2 Giannis cards in the set. I think that's a smart move by them if they do that. Charles Barkley with the Sixers. Kevin Durant with the Rockets, because he's playing right now. I really want to see Kevin Durant in a Sonics card from Seattle, if I'm honest. I'd like to see that again. 2007 rookie card, and then this one. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with the Thunder. Nikola Jokic with the Nuggets. I think those top 15, that's what I think will be the most popular. And I'm a Magic fan, so the Orlando Magic cards I'm excited to pull in. Shaq, if he's in a Magic uniform. Paolo Banchero, Penny Hardaway, Franz Wagner, Tracy McGrady, if he's in a Magic uniform. Nick Anderson, Dwight Howard, Dennis Scott, Aaron Gordon, if he's in a Magic uniform. And Scotty Skiles, number 10. I love Scotty Skiles. So what does this mean for football? Once Topps gets the football card license officially in April, we should fully expect a Topps NFL Living Set to be produced pretty soon thereafter. So let's talk about ranking those Topps NFL Living Set cards. Since football market is mostly built on the shoulders of quarterbacks, a position more highly esteemed than any other sports position in the card collecting world, here are the awesome Topps NFL Living Set cards I'm anticipating. Number 1, Patty Mahomes, Chiefs. My guess is they choose another active player like LeBron and like Aaron Judge to lead off the set just like they did with those other 2 sports. Otherwise, if they don't go Mahomes first, then it's got to be Brady and with the Patriots. I'd love to see him with the Bucs. Wouldn't that be, that'd be something. Can you imagine? No. Joe Montana, 49ers, 3rd. Peyton Manning with the Colts. Terry Bradshaw with the Steelers. I think Josh Allen, maybe 6th with the Bills. Roger Staubach, Cowboys. John Elway, Broncos. Dan Marino, Dolphins. Aaron Rodgers with the Steelers. How crazy is that? We won't get an Aaron Rodgers Packers card. That's crazy. Drew Brees with the Saints, and the 12th one I have is Johnny Unitas with the Colts. So I want to know, are you excited about Topps NBA Living Set? Let me know in the comments below. Do you plan to buy LeBron now? Or are you waiting for the secondary market to grab one of his cards? Which players or cards are you most excited about for your NBA team? I want to know. Drop it in the comments in the video or shoot me a message at gonuscards@gmail.com. I want to hear from you. Let me know because I want to talk about it. I'll use your comment in the next podcast. So listen, we're excited about basketball. As you can tell, Topps plus basketball equals me. I'm in. So whatever you do, make sure you have a happy hobby.